Well, today we're working on my wife's 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Her problems, it's not really a problem per se, but it's a challenge, and that is that her blower motor's very loud. Let me just show you here. If you go down AC now, turn it on, it's not too bad. By the time you get to high, it roars pretty good. So we want to try to improve the situation for her, and so we're going to go dig into the blower motor location behind the glove box toward the edge of the car over there, and see if we can take it out and take a look at it, maybe just clean it up, see how it spins, see if the bearings feel bad, whatever, and see what we can see. Alright, well, we're going to start, here's the glove box. We're going to start up under the glove box, and you're going to see a bar that goes across here, and it has two fasteners, and we're going to start by removing those two fasteners. Alright, so we're going to remove these two screws. Where are they at? There you go. Phillips headed screws are up in here. The first thing we need to do is clear this piece of plastic away over here on the side. Bring this down. There we go. And this piece now coming out. So that's out. Now let's look up under here. Alright, that's just what it's supposed to look like. So next thing's next, we're going to remove the glove box after we empty it. Okay, so to remove this glove box, there's two tabs on either side. You have to reach up under there, you have to pull them down. And then once you pull them down, just give it a little bit of a pull down and it'll come loose to this point. Now, what we want to do is disengage right here. These plastic clips fit over a bar in the dash that runs like this. So we're going to find out where it is, and right now it's square on the back here. And we're just going to force the door forward and pop it loose. And once we do, we're going to find that the blower motor is right there. So let's get this out of our way. Alright, just for reference, you can now see those bars, basically one on each side, that the glove box clips to. So now we can get to the motor. And the blower part is here. You can see my hand. This is the cage, basically, that it sits in. And I think we're going to find some screws. There's one right under there. I think we're going to find three of them. Torque screws that hold that blower motor into the blower housing. And so let's see if we can remove those real quick. Alright, before we remove the blower motor, let's talk about the wiring. This is your resistor for your multi-speed function on the blower motor. And then these are your blower motor wires, and they plug in right up there. We're not going to try to unplug them in place. We're probably just going to try to pull the clip off like that first. And then we're going to look and see. Looks like there's a press down there. And then we'll unplug it completely. Alright, so let me do that. Alright, so we're ready to take this blower motor out of here, and there are three screws. They're Torx T20s. For example, there is one somewhere right where my finger is right there. There's one in the back, I think you can see. Now there's another one up in there. I have to climb up in there and look. Hard to do with the camera on. So anyway, there it is. You can see it there on the lower now. I block a little bit of this light scatter. So we're going to remove those three, and I think we're going to find that the motor and the fan are going to drop down on us. So let's see what happens. Alright, so we remove those three screws right there, and quite suddenly this thing falls down. Now, if you look at it, you'll notice considerable debris down in there. This is not uncommon. It takes air when you're on external air inlet, incoming air, that takes air from up under the front edge of your hood, And it can pick up all kind of things. You live in Southeast Texas, you'll probably recognize most of this stuff. This is a bloom off of a pecan tree, which my wife parks very near to the pecan tree in our front yard, and a few spare leaves here and there. So yeah, let's see if we can clean this out. My plan right now is I'm just going to clean this up really good, reinstall it, see how it sounds. If I need to buy another blower motor, well, at the local parts house it's about 120 bucks. And I'm not even sure if they'd have one right now. So for now though, we're just going to clean it up, reinstall it, see how it sounds once it's in there, and hopefully it's good. It spins okay. It doesn't seem like there's any real bearing issues or anything of that sort. So hey, we'll give it a go, see what it does. Alright, well, cleaned it up, used a pick and an air blower, and cleaned it up pretty well. We're going to see what it does. Like I say, it spins okay, seems to. You know, it may yet have worn out bearings and the like, but before I spend 120 bucks, we'll give it a go with just a clean up, see what we get. Alright, so we don't have all the trim and glove box and all those goodies in place yet, but put in the 3 screws, plug the plug back in. Now we can see what it sounds like. Should only get better as you put more sound deadening between here and there. So let's turn it on. Yeah, it sounds much better. Now you really hear is the air moving out of the vents. You don't hear the motor. So like I said, I think it was just a matter of that debris and the squirrel cage fan just caused it to make a lot of racket. So my suggestion, take it apart, clean it up, put it in, see what you got, save a buck. Take care, man. Bye.